On digital, online, smartphone and tablet. This is BBC 5 Live. 5 Live Breakfast.
With Nikki Campbell and Claire McDonnell.
Good morning.
22 minute past 8.
Remember Teletext? Used to turn it on, see what the score was.
That was brilliant.
Days, yeah.
Used to spend entire Saturday afternoons watching Teletext.
Yeah.
CFAX. Yes, it's 1-0. It's 1-1. It's 1-1.
Yeah. And you were terrified to turn it on in case the score was bad. Teletext.
And then you realise that you've had it on hold for 20 minutes.
CFAX. CFAX or Teletext. Which are you? 85058.
That's your call.
You're not kidding. Dan Farrimond is a teletext artist. He's just been given the post of artist in residence of the largest teletext service in Germany. We thought he'd put his skills to the test, and he's created an image of Claire and myself. Morning, Dan.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, fine. It's not bad. I liked it. I'd like it. I continue to like it. Tell us about teletext art.
Teletext art is fantastic. I'm absolutely in love with it. It's bright, it's colourful. The 7 or 8 colours that you have, 7 colours plus black, they're all bright. They jump out of the page at you and scream, "Hey, look at me."
And you do, don't you? You've done. I mean, I know you've done a kind of monochrome one of myself and Nikki. But talk us through the kind of designs you've done, and people think, well, you know, this is the past. Why are you getting hired now by one of the biggest German teletext companies? What's going on?
That's a very good question. I think there is something of a revival of teletext. Even though it died here in the UK in 2012, people are still fascinated by this concept of teletext art. And I think, funnily enough, this came about around about that time, 2012, when ARD, who are the hosts of this residence, they launched the International Teletext Art Festival, which really, I guess, it didn't begin the genre, but it really brought it to a new audience, to the internet audience, shall we say. And to the arts audience as well.
Yeah, because the digital switchover, what you're referring to is when it ended, the teletext services in the UK, and you're now working for a TV channel which still has an analogue-style text service. So what do you do? How does it work? What is your day? How does it start? Do you find a story and then go with it? How does it work?
Well, first of all, I check ARD text to see if there's any interesting stories on there. Thing is, I can't speak German, so then I have to put it through a translator to see exactly what it says. Now, there's the danger of something being lost in translation there, but thankfully, I don't think this has happened so far. So far, I've created pieces based on items of news, funny things that are happening on ARD text, like the tomato battle in Spain. I posted a picture of some tomatoes fighting. But I've also done things like, to commemorate Emma Nutt's Day, which was the 1st of September. She was the first female American telephone operator.
Yeah, and we get this, don't we? When we switch on to Google now, every single day, there's a new moving image which is relevant to something on that particular date. Normally it's something in history, but what you're saying is you're doing topical things as well.
Yes, I'm trying to mix it up and throw a different range of styles in there. So I might have something pop-arty and I might have something more realistic based on what the news story or what the anniversary might be.
It's so cool what you do. This is the new hipster art, isn't it? Everybody's going to want one of these on their wall.
Well, I don't really term it as hipster art. Well, actually, yes, I guess it is, because I would go and say then that I've been using teletext since the late 1990s, so I guess it is hipster in a way, but I will vehemently protest that I am not a hipster.
I think you might be. And
No.
We were just reminiscing about teletext and CFAX when we were younger, talking about, you know, wanting to find out a football score, or, you know, trying to book a holiday, or trying to find some information out. Then it would scroll round, wouldn't it? It would scroll round and you'd have to wait ages to get back to the relevant page.
Adam's got the numbers.
Go on then, Adam.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, 101 news, 301 sport, 302 football, 340 cricket, 360 Formula 1.
Did you know that off the top of your head?
Yeah, I mean, those were absolutely 312 was the football roundup page, which is the sort of random little snippets of football. I used to check that religiously. 341 was always the test match cricket news, and 342 was the scoreboard. These numbers
could not
are
make it up, could
imprinted
you?
in your head, yeah. 361 for the Grand Prix report, 360 for the index. These things mattered a great deal.
I'm going to miss you. He's always off to Newsnight on attachment for 3 months.
You know, that people on Newsnight don't know that kind of thing, Adam.
That's why I'm going there.
You're plugging a very valuable hole
Come here.
on
Come
the
here. I
programme.
want to give you a big hug.
Incredibly important bits of information for the world.
Well, listen, I'm saying thank you to Dan Farimond, who's a teletext artist, given the post of Artist in Residence for the largest teletext service in Germany. And if you go to @BBC5 Live, you can see his kind of monochrome creation of myself and Nikki. It's a wondrous thing.
It's caught you both in a very good light.
I'm not so sure about that. Now, it was a sensational first night of action in Rio for Paralympics GB. They picked up 11 medals in total.